Alright, so give you guys an update. A couple of points to ponder with the FG19 in this Corsair. You know, this thing didn't cool when I put it in, even with the baffling that's in here. And thank you to my lovely assistant with the camera, my wife. So, with the baffling in here, there was still nowhere for the air to go. It couldn't get out around the cowl here. So I had to make holes in the firewall, and then in the back of the fuselage by the tail wheel, where the the gear doors would be, for the so you could move some air past these cylinders. Then the thing cooled, and that was in a 90-degree day flying it. But what foiled me with this, I went to RC Excel plugs, which are a lot cheaper than the Sato plugs. Well, these are quarter 32 little guys, and they do foul out in this engine. They're not horrible, but I did foul some, and I think Sato wants $30 a pop for them. And I found them, I think Omni Models Tower, whatever, had them for, I think they were $12 a piece. So I bought some extras, and I converted to these, but it requires a different plug boot. The Sato plug is a lot longer. It's a lot different. So when you do that, there is this small resistor that is inside of the plug boot. And the RCXL resistors did not work when I put them in my engine. I had no spark. So I had to unsolder everything and put the Sato ones back in. And when I did that, one of these did not slide into the middle of the plug wire. It slid off to the outside of it. That was my high-speed miss the whole time. And it took a while to figure that out. But another thing you could do, you can trim off the Sato plug boots. I'm not going to pull the cowl and show you all this stuff, but you can trim them off. You can grind them off, and they'll actually work with the RCXL plugs. So, yeah, that was nice to get that taken care of and get my wee little FG19 running good and get to really enjoy my my Black Sheep Squadron Corsair. So we got a good video of that. So yeah, I'm going to put this back up in the rack, so we'll give you something to look at while I'm putting this back up in the rack. My wife can focus on the Guillows B-25. Yes, that was a score off eBay. And there. He's back where he belongs. Okay, so looking on eBay, this model goes anywhere up to $80 for a new one. And I found this one $40, free shipping. And it didn't have a very good description, but from the pictures I could see everything was there. So we've got ourselves a B-25, and it's an older kit, and I could tell that because it's got plywood for these reinforcing pieces. The newer kits, it's like a plastic kind of stuff that I never liked. So this has got warped plywood, but still it's better than the plastic stuff. So I'll show you a few of the things I came up with when I get the print open here. Alright, one of the things is a scale propeller, which I don't have one out. I should just have it right handy. There's one. Alright, this might be kind of hard to pull off on this model, but we'll see how it works. I haven't even opened one up yet. Okay. So, it's a 6-inch prop, but I think I can trim it down and make it match the scale prop. There's plenty of prop to trim off. We got a big hub here. I'm hoping it's not going to get too heavy. It shouldn't. I am running the A1510 2200 kV motors. And if we run these on 3-cell, they'll run a 2-blade 5-inch GWS type prop, and they'll run like mad. On 2S, it should pull this bigger 3-blade prop. So we'll figure that out when the time comes. So we got a pair of those. Why don't we flip the print and give you some kind of an idea of the size of this B-25. It's actually bigger than my Tiger Cat. My Deals Tiger Cat. But anyways, we've got our 1510 motors. It should fit nicely in the cowls. A pair of, these are Hobby King 10 amp ESCs. So we'll be running those. And got some newer digital servos. That's what's cool about being in this hobby for years. When you used to get the blue servos that were analog, now they're making these digital. And they run a lot smoother, and they give you a lot better control, better feel in these smaller models. They're not nearly as gritty as the analog servos. So the other ones I came across, these little Turnigy's, D56MGs. That's a Metal Gear digital, and they weigh, they're 5.6 grams, so they are light. So we're going to use one of these for the rudder and steering. I'm going to use this 9 gram for the elevator. And then I've got a pair of these Emax. I like these guys. These are like 4 grams? 4.1 grams. And they're not Metal Gear, but they're super light digitals. And we'll use those for the ailerons. And it's a gram lighter than a Metal Gear servo, and that'll help with, you know, it'll just help with the overall weight. You know, I'm not sure if I'm going to go as far as to cutting all the plastic plugs off and soldering everything, or if I'm going to get that picky on the weight with this. I really highly doubt that I'm going to do retracts on this model. There's just not room. I've had some cheeky ideas of how to fabricate some retracts for the mains. And it's kind of hard to, it's really hard to explain, but the servo would ride like in the middle of the wing cord, and then that would run a servo arm to another servo arm that would go out to each wheel, and it would retract each wheel. So you'd run it just off one central servo, and these are such light little wheels, but that might be a lot of clowning around. And it's going to be a lot of clowning around to get my rudders to work right, and then to tie those in with the nose wheel. But I'm excited to get this model because it was like 1978. I remember driving up to the Twin Cities with Mom and Dad in the 72 Dodge Corvette, and we were at a Sears up there getting school clothes in the fall, and there was this model, and I'm almost positive it was like $25 back then. It was all my lawn mowing money, and I don't know, somehow got my way and got to spend some of my school clothes money on buying this B-25, and it was going to be gas powered, and it was just so much money. There was no way I could afford a pair of 049s or a pair of 09s for it. And what it ended up being was a glider. So I left the props off the thing, and I left the landing gear off it, and added clay to the nose, and I would glide this thing in the backyard. I'd give it a toss, and it would belly into the grass, and there was where my crew would escape. But that was fond old memories. It was really quite a deal to get this model back then. So it should be a really cool project now to build this RC, and I'm really not sure on what to do for a scheme on it, but we did just watch the new version of Catch 22 on Hulu. I think it was on Hulu. And yeah, we could do Yossarian's Yankee Doodle. I'm really thinking about asking Callie if she could do the graphics for Yankee Doodle and have Yo-Yo's B-25. But yeah, I kind of enjoyed that show, even though I'm not a real fan of some of the actors in it. But whatever, we're not going to get that way on this channel with politics and things. So, but it was a good show. So, anyways, yeah, that's where we're at. We're starting with, my new kit. It's all here. It's all in nice shape. Even the decals made it from that old kit. I'm sure this is late 70s, something like that. But the rubber band's still on all my wood. Nothing's really badly warped or messed up. Yeah, it's some nice balsa too. So I am looking forward to building this model, and we'll see what the build log turns out like. I can't say if it's going to be a monthly or every couple of weeks or what it's going to be, but I'll get after it. I'm going to build it. And we'll keep you informed on it. Questions for you guys. The way I want to do this channel is to show you exciting models to fly. Not every time that I take out a model and fly it. I don't like doing videos that way. You see a plane fly, it's in my video library. You know how it flies. I'm not going to take them out every time I go flying and show you how things fly. Unless you guys want to see it. Unless you guys want me to, see me flying more common models. I do a lot of other work on other things. I got motorcycles and muscle cars, and so the model planes is kind of a secondary thing. And I'd kind of like to keep it all airplanes on here, but I might go into some other stuff with with my muscle cars or with motorcycles and stuff. There's a lot of comments I've been getting on a lot of stuff with what are the part numbers? Where's a link to all of the parts for this build? And that's not how I do this channel. This is to show you guys you can do it. You can figure it out. It's out there. Parts are out there. I'm saying you got 1510 motors, the little, you got the D56MG servos. Stuff is out there. You don't got to do it exactly like I do. I'm just some guy. I'm just like building this stuff. It's fun, and I know you guys can do it too. But part numbers and prices and links, that's stuff for you to figure it out. It's like my old shop teacher. he would never give us the whole story. He would make us figure this stuff out too, and that's what makes you a good builder. That's what makes you, more self-sufficient. You got to start, you rely on yourself to find your own parts and stuff. So, like my P51 here, there's a lot of P51s out there, and I've never shown the one you were just on. I've never shown that. I don't got a video of that. I fly it, but it's a P51. It's a belly button plane. Everyone has one, Whereas the B-29, that's, I think, the only flying Guillows B-29 there is. There was one that went out in Australia, and that guy, his went in. It got creamed. And if you guys know of anyone who is successfully doing these conversions, by all means, put it in the comments. That'd be great. So, anyways, we're kind of panning around the messy model room, but that's what it is. This is where I store my models, and I try and have a place for every one of them. And if I don't have a place for every one of them, well, I can't build anymore. And as you can see, it's getting pretty tight in here. So, yeah, that's about it. I'm going to try not to ramble too much. I already have, sorry, but there's a lot of other stuff I build too. My little plastic models. I just did the V1, the little Fiesler Buzz Bomb, just because it's cool. They're fun to build. It's neat stuff. So yeah, I'll try and keep you informed, but think of some of those questions. Do you want to see me flying more common models, more belly button planes that everybody has, or do you want me to keep it? I'd kind of like to keep it all just special things that you don't see every day. And got to thank all you guys a lot for for all the comments and stuff, for liking my videos, for watching all this stuff. So I suppose, yeah, I'm gonna quit rambling, quit going on and on about things. And thanks for watching, and put some comments on what you'd like to see flying. If you want to go out with me every dang time, or what. So, thanks for watching.